RAKSU have been inundated with female attention and messages after their X Factor victory. But I can reveal hunky singer MYLES STEPHENSON is no stranger to internet advances, and has taken them one stage further. RAKSU's MYLES began meeting up with Love Island beauty Malin after they both connected on social media. The singer enjoyed a secret hookup with Love Island's Malin Anderson during his time on the ITV talent show after she messaged him, and after hitting it off on social media the pair met up in person for a more intimate liaison. An X Factor source said MYLES clearly took a fancy to Malin after she made contact on Twitter and Instagram. They met up in secret and enjoyed a few nights together at her home in Milton Keynes before going their separate ways. Best and Worst X Factor Final Celebrity Duets. Love Island star Malin dropped the singer messages on Twitter and Instagram while he was on the X Factor. MYLES STEPHENSON has been inundated with female attention since his X Factor victory with RAKSU. Malin Anderson made a name for herself when she featured in the 2016 series of ITV2's Love Island. It was a cheeky move by MYLES, given X Factor's bosses ask contestants to concentrate on the show while they're still involved. The pair's romance was brief as MYLES still harbored feelings for his ex-girlfriend Rebecca Bignell. The couple had agreed to go their separate ways in September, weeks after the latest series got underway. And shortly afterwards Malin got in touch to spark the Love Island and X Factor mashup. RAKSU became the first boy band to win the X Factor after the victory on Sunday's show. Malin was coupled with Terry Walsh but dumped him after she was eliminated from Love Island. RAKSU have all said that relationships were not the focus as they start their career in the industry. Malin featured in the 2016 series of ITV2's Love Island. She coupled up with fellow contestant Terry Walsh inside the villa but dumped him shortly after she was voted out. In their exclusive chat in Tuesday's column, MYLES and his RAKSU bandmates said girls were off the agenda while they tried to establish themselves in the industry. After this revelation, I doubt chart domination isn't the only thing on the minds. RAKSU win the X Factor 2017, beating Grace Davis in the final. Liam Gallagher must believe in Christmas miracles after admitting his ideal present would be ending his feud with brother Noel. He said, "I want our kid to come to his senses. That's what I want for Christmas. I love him." Blue move for Katy. Katy Perry channels Madonna and the Smurfs in her latest stage outfit. The pop star vamped up her all-blue latex outfit with Madge's famous coned bra cups as she took her witness tour to Wisconsin in the States on Monday. Katy Perry's witness tour outfits have taken major inspiration from Madonna's iconic cone bra look during one of her tunes. She was seen giving the middle finger on stage just hours after winning her legal battle against two nuns who had tried to stop her buying a former LA convent for £10.8 million that she wanted to turn into a home. The sisters said they were not happy with Katy buying the property due to her provocative and sold it elsewhere without the right to do so. The court awarded the singer a settlement of £3.75 million. I can't imagine those nuns will be too impressed with her latest on-stage antics either. Katy Perry also seemed to took inspiration from Grace Jones for bright red hooded tour costume. Pop princess Katy Perry performs her new Witness World Tour. Stormzy filling his boots after very lucrative year. Stormzy's boots might not be very big, but his bank balance is certainly filling up nicely. The grime star, who reached the top 10 with Big for Your Boots, turned over a massive £2.5 million. Grime artist Stormzy turned over a massive £2.5 million compared to £200,000 last year, a staggering 12 times more than the £200,000 he netted the previous year, new accounts filed at Companies House have revealed. His #murky touring firm made up £1.9 million of the total. An insider said, "He's built up a huge following and shifted a lot of to earn himself some very respectable money." He can certainly afford some nice Christmas presents this year. Stormzy had the Bongs for Best Male, Best Album and Best Grime Act at this year's MOBO Awards. It's been a great year for the Croydon rapper, whose debut album Gang Signs Prayer topped the charts, and last month he picked up a hat-trick of awards at the 2017 MOBO's Best Male, Best Album and Best Grime Act. But his success has been somewhat overshadowed by the emergence of a series of homophobic tweets he sent between 2011 and 2014. Among them, he repeatedly used the terms "a feet F" and "gay" in a negative and derogatory fashion. Stormzy has been under fire recently for old tweets showing him using homophobic slurs. He has since apologized for his past ignorance, and said his comments were unacceptable and disgusting. It's deeply depressing that he felt that language was ever okay. Beyoncé's marriage to straying Jay-Z was kept together by daughter Blue Ivy. A U.S. source said it was very rough for them to stay married. It took Beyoncé a long time to trust again, but keeping her family together was very important. Sam has the beau factor. Prince Harry may think twice about Sam Smith's bid to sing at his wedding after an awkward run-in the first time they met. The singer has recalled how he ended up with his face near the royals' private parts after a massive faux pas while bowing. Sam Smith on Watch What Happens Live joked about what a gaffe he made of bowing to Prince Harry. Sam said, "I've met him a few times. They told me to bow, and I really bowed. I was at a right angle. It was like I was going to." The star's description of the moment with Andy Cohen on US Daily is too rude for a family paper. But it's far from regal. "I told last month how Sam, who is dating actor Brandon Flynn, has a dream to sing for Harry when he weds Meghan Markle next year. Sam hopes to follow in the footsteps of Ellie Goulding, who sang for Prince William and Kate Middleton's big day. Sam Smith hopes to perform for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle for the wedding next year. If any royal would see the funny side, it's Harry." Box office. Paddington 2 is set for a very merry Christmas after the furry favourite returned to the top of the UK box office chart with £2.8 million in takings, knocking Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg's Daddy's Home 2 into second place. Premiere. A film as spectacular as The Greatest Showman deserves a debut to remember. The Circus Owl, starring Hugh Jackman, will boast the world's first Hollywood premiere on an ocean liner aboard the Queen Mary 2 in New York tomorrow. Royal rebel Princes William and Harry paid a visit to the set of new Star Wars The Last Jedi. Mark Hamill revealed, "I said, look, my father is Lord Vader, my sister is Princess Leia. Doesn't that make me royalty?" William said yes, but Harry wasn't so sure. Orcs. James Franco's sister-in-law Alison Brie saw more of him than she bargained for during filming of The Disaster Artist. James' brother Dave, who appears in the With Them, revealed that naked scene was my wife's first day coming to set. Margot looks herself again. Margot Robbie finally looks herself again at the Hollywood premiere of latest I, Tonya. The actress wore prosthetics on her chin, cheeks, nose, under her eyes and even around her neck to play disgraced Olympic figure skater Tonya Harding. Margot Robbie transformed into her usual glamorous self at the Los Angeles I, Tonya after being in prosthetics for the film's production on the red carpet at LA's Egyptian Theatre on Tuesday. Margot joined Tonya, who was implicated in an attack on her competitor Nancy Kerrigan in the 90s. And on Jimmy Kimmel Live this week, Margot told stand-in host Chris Pratt she was once too lazy to help her mum clear a snake out of the driveway, almost leading to disaster. She confessed, "I said, Mum, I'm really busy on MSN. Like, no, and she's on the driveway and there's this python. It was huge. It had wrapped its way up her arm and it's trying to strangle her around her neck." Margot wore prosthetics attached to her chin, cheeks and under eyes to play disgraced Olympic figure skater Tonya Harding. Daisy's airs and graces. 5 years ago, Daisy Ridley was making do with minor roles in Silent Witness and Casualty. But now life is very different for the Star Wars actress. With 2 of the hit sci-fi films under her belt and a starring role in Murder on the Orient Express, it's all change. In 5 years, Daisy Ridley has gone from small roles on Silent Witness to huge franchise Star Wars, she said when we did the press tour. For the first Star Wars, I got very used to having a fancy seat. It was awesome, but I've traveled home to see my family a couple of times in economy and I'm like, oh, this is how normal people travel. I'd forgotten. I've become a light traveler, but I always pack warm socks for the plane. I also travel with 2 crystals which were given to me. They are my tokens of love and protection. They come with me everywhere. Most people would just take a book. Daisy Ridley practices her lightsaber SS.